Alright, y'all. What up? Tension Ben at it again. Low energy today, and tension. It's been a rough week for it. I don't know if any of y'all follow us on Instagram, but you see I got in a wreck. If you do, and messed up the front end on the truck. Just the bumper, but it bent the brackets for the bumper, which I have not replaced yet. But what? There's a bumper on it. Yes, but it's not on there right. It's on there to where I'm not riding around with busted teeth. This weekend, we're gonna get this bracket swapped out, and the bumper will be on correctly, and it's kind of sagging in the back, and I'll show you that in just a second. But the following day of, just rigging the bumper up to where I didn't have to ride to work with no teeth in the front, I stopped at the store before I went out to work. Luckily, before I made it all the way out to the beach. But at the same time, I missed a day of work because of this, which is never good. To inconvenience the guys at work, plus I missed out on a whole day of pay. So, I was coming out of the store and I look under the truck. Massive puddle. Automatically, I know that's antifreeze. It's not due to the wreck though, because I'd smelled antifreeze 3 days prior to this, looked all over the truck, couldn't find it. Well, it had there's a metal pipe that runs up on the back and has a little bend in it, then it goes to an actual hose. Had a little pinhole 4 days before this moment when I, spraying antifreeze everywhere. So I thought, well, maybe there was some up in the engine bay or something that was burning off. So didn't pay much mind to it. A little hole or whatever, I fixed it, and we've been good. Well, I cranked the truck up, trickle, 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 trickle. It's not really a trickle, it's like raining in one, looks like the transmission's raining, but it's above the transmission falling down and that. Well, on these trucks, there's a little metal pipe that runs under the intake to the water pump. Pretty common for rusting out, and that's exactly what's happened. I spent half of yesterday trying to find leaks, could never find one, got on a bunch of forums, and that's where we're at. So it's going to my buddy's house this weekend, where it was originally going anyways, but we were going to fix other leaks. This truck's a 99, 20 something years old, seals are growing bad, that kind of thing. This truck runs great, but it does have some leaks. Nothing real serious. I don't have to put a whole lot of oil in it, but I do have to put a little bit of oil in it once a month. So I wanted no leaks. All that was going to be perfectly fine and fixed. Now this weekend, the main thing is getting that coolant leak fixed. The whole intake has to be pulled. That tube will have to be then replaced. That being said, I don't know if that tube is something I can go ahead and get before we pull the intake. Probably should, but I don't know for sure that that's the leak or the problem until we pull the whole intake off. Probably go ahead and buy it just so we have it on hand. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but again, could not be. But that intake's definitely going to have to be removed just to even find the leak. So if any of y'all are having a leak towards the top or back of the motor where you can't find it, seems to be back above the transmission of some sort, probably that tube. It runs intake up under the intake to the water pump. So that is probably your problem there. But still going to try to keep the tension. Still going to try and get this baby cleaned up and get it clean, perfection, like it should be. I love a good clean tension, and I've slacked over last year on this thing, and it's starting to show. So we've got the interior swapped. It's going to do some interior upgrades. All that's being postponed because we have to fix leaks now. So I'll show y'all the new bumper at least. Now, I haven't cleaned it up or anything since it was at the junkyard, so it's still got the dirt and all. Both tent gens I've owned have had a dent right there. Looky here, this one doesn't. No big solid dents in the bar whatsoever. It does have this on it, and this is silver, whereas my other one was black. I kind of like this though, so I will be repainting it silver or getting a whole new one. If I get a whole new one, it could possibly stay black, but I really like this silver. My other ones have been textured, whereas this one is a smooth one. See where somebody before me had bigger tires, and of course they didn't trim it. I did that after I got it home the other day. Not the best trim job, but that's the best way to do these trucks, is to make sure you leave this bracket or this point where you can bolt it up. So I will be having to fix that, because I don't want no loud ass washer going down the road here and that. Now, this gap guard is literally just wired there, because I knew I was going to be taking the bumper back off. Same thing over here, gonna have to fix that somehow. But all in all, we have that spot and that spot, but we have a clean bumper. That is nice. No dents. Literally never owned one without a dent in the bumper, so that is a good feeling. We just got us a pretty serious leak going right now, so we got to get that fixed. But she looks a lot better than she did 2 days ago with no bumper. These things look crazy with no bumper. But as you can see, my gap's a little bigger than most, which they do have gap guards, because there is a gap here naturally. But see how it slants down? That's because not all of my brackets are bolted up, as you can see in that bottom one down there. And if I can get down here to show y'all, let me flip the screen. This is what I ended up bending, which is the bracket. No bolt here, no bolt up here. Bolt there, and a bolt up top. Over here, no bolt. It's way bent. No bolt. On the other side, just the upper bolt is there. And you'll see that. This has nothing to do with it though. That's the end of my frame right here. But that is a bent bracket. And I want to say I bent these, which is welded to the frame. But actually, if I did, it wasn't that much. It's mainly the brackets that are messed up, I believe. So we have new brackets. It's literally two bolts. Pull the whole deal off. Put new brackets on. Good to go. All in all, it's been a good week. I'm still breathing. I'm alive. That wreck could have been serious. It wasn't. It did 0 to this guy with a Jeep off-road bumper. Thankfully, he was okay. Do I think this wreck caused this leak? Absolutely not, because a day or two prior to that, I'd smelt coolant. So I don't think it has anything to do with the wreck. Only thing the wreck did was mess up my bumper. So, all in which should be fixed this weekend. I do have a billet grill and a chrome grill that I got from the junkyard. It was broken, so I got a good deal on it. I'll show you that. This is the billet. It's in pretty good shape. I'm gonna clean it up, get it shined up. Broke grill. This I just got because he kind of just threw it in as a bundle deal. Got extra gap guard, but I thought about take and glue that, and then that chrome wrap they have, just do a wrap right there. And see, this is just to see if I would like to go with an all chrome grill or if I want to keep the red frame. I've went back and forth in my mind with that 100 times, because if there's a lightning style grill online that's the whole grill, the insert, which is in here, and the frame, but it's all chrome. I really like the color match. I feel like it goes better when this is red and the inside's chrome. But I can order the whole deal and have a whole brand new grill for like 120 bucks. But this is just to see if I would like it being chrome on the frame of it. I don't think that I'm going to, but who knows? I have a silver bumper now, so maybe that will look better with chrome headlights, this frame being chrome, this being silver, and then having a chrome, really it's like a polished aluminum insert. But I really like how this silver looks. I really enjoy that. So I got in a wreck and messed up my bumper, but I ended up with a cleaner bumper than what I had. My plastics on my old one had a bunch of holes right here. This one does not. It also had, this was broke all the way free. It needed all new those little tiny clips and little tabs that just snap in. This one's fully secured. Way nicer. Yes, it does have some blemishes, but it's way nicer than what was on the truck. It just looks a lot better, guys. Way better than the old one. Nice. So, a little breakdown on what's going down, what's happening this weekend. I don't think I'll video much of that pipe being replaced. Maybe a little bit of it I'll video, but I'm not going to put a camera in my buddy's face while he's trying to work. He will be doing the majority of the work. Pretty much just going to be handing him tools. When it goes to intakes and covers and gaskets and all that, guys, it gets a little more serious. Not that I can't handle something like that, but I can't handle it on a timely manner. And I daily drive this thing, so I need it back ASAP. So I don't want to slow him down. I don't want to prolong the job. So I'm going to either drop it off to him and come back and get it when it's done. I'd kind of rather hang out and help him, try to speed it up, get it done, get back home with a non-coolant leaking truck. Now, if it goes super smooth, maybe we can get into some valve covers and rear main seals and all that, but we wanted to do that in town at the shop so we could use the rack. So I don't think we'll do any of that. We'll probably just get the coolant done and be back on the way. Hopefully this truck doesn't bring me any more issues to hold me back on doing the pretty cosmetic stuff that y'all like to see. But we got to be mechanically sound before we can get all the other stuff done. Still want to get the music done. Still want to get new lights put in it. Still want to replace bulbs. Still need rock lights, new headlights, new tail lights. Rock lights for sure. Maybe wheel lights once we get some bigger wheels on it. Bigger wheels. Not sure what size tire we're going with. Either back with a 35 or a 33. If the truck will keep doing right, we want to put more lift on the truck, but I don't want to sink. Tires alone used are going to be $2,000. Okay, and by tires I mean tires and wheels. It's probably going to cost me $1,500 to $2,000, and that's buying them used. So to put $2,000 in a truck, and then I'm going to turn around and spend another $1,000 on a lift, that's $3,000 right there. That's a down payment on another vehicle. So you have to really think about that I'm not working with a whole lot of money. I got some money. I'm not broke or poor, but I am not rich. Not rich. So I have to be mindful of that. That I could take that money and buy a whole nother vehicle and have a project vehicle, or instead of buying a project, I could buy a whole nother vehicle and just have a payment. So I have to be mindful of that. But I love my 10th gen F-150, so I'm doing all I can to hold on to this beast. So y'all, please, the best thing y'all could do to help me out would be like the video, follow us on Instagram, maybe tell your buddy about us. Maybe he could like the video. Maybe he could follow us on Instagram. Maybe he could subscribe to the channel. And I hope you're subscribed to the channel. Video quality is not the best. But as I do more videos, I will get better. And as hopefully the video views and everything, the activity of the videos go up, I'll be able to invest more into better camera, maybe have my buddy on his days off come film for me, be able to spend money on ideas, things of that nature. So, which is all in my plan, the great YouTube channel plan. So let's see if you can throw us a like on this video. I don't get very many likes, so I don't get very many views. I'm working on trying to get some more interesting stuff in here on this channel so I can get my watch time up. But go check us out on Instagram. Send us your truck in the DMs on Instagram. If we like it, we post it. And subscribe to this here channel. I'll see you on the next one.